where do I start? I'm sure the Chinese government must be sitting back and saying, okay, let's, take some advice from the British government, about Falkland Islands, Northern Ireland, and say, you know what? And if they do, they'll probably send a few dozen soldiers in and kill a few people and, and take authority that way. So if China does go by the UK's example, then there'll be a few dead bodies, and then I'm sure that will all be resolved and they can continue their authority stamp. The British regime are not
not the best place to give advice.
Not at all, especially, and I object to this notion that we can just shove history out the way. No, we can't. The 100-year humiliation of China is over. It's finished. And to have built for a so-called democratic regime of the UK to take hold of a country and to sell opium to the Chinese in exchange for tea to sell back into the UK, and that's how the history of Hong Kong was made, and we're just going to forget about that? No, we don't. No, we don't. It was built on drugs, and we don't just forget about that conveniently when we decide to do that, because 100 years from now, we're not going to repeat history. And also media has a huge effect. It's funny how we're focusing media on all these demonstrations. Oh, there's 2 million people on the streets, in Hong Kong. And there's also many people in Bahrain. There's also actually many people in Syria supporting their government.
What about France? It's only 29 miles away, and there's every Saturday afternoon.
There's not. I mean, come on, exactly. The numbers. There's protesters killed in France, and I'll tell you what. Let's get out on the streets of London and protest against the British regime. Let's do that, because I'll tell you what, there'll be a few dozen water cannons and a few dozen soldiers pointing guns at your head and making sure you stay silent. So let's put that to the test first. Let's come let's come and talk about what's going on in the UK, and let's see how we're treated here.
We could try and hang a Russian flag in the British Parliament.
Let's do that.
Let's take this gentleman here at the front.
I'm originally from Iraq, and I'm very glad to be here with you guys.
Thank you.
It's regarding the Hong Kong issue. I think there's a big picture to this. The Silk Road China is intending to create. This is going to be very, very major on the industrial world, America is leading now, but not for much longer. I think that has got something to do with it. It's all about money, George. Unfortunately, 2 million people went demonstrating in London, saying no blood for oil, when my country was invaded. And even the Pope John Paul II said it's going to be a catastrophe in Iraq if the invasion was going to happen, and it happened. And it killed members of my family, destroyed the country, and look where we are now in Iraq. So please don't interfere in other people's business. Let them take care of themselves. Let them sort out their own issues. And the West cannot carry on interfering into other people's business for their own interest forever. It's not right.